Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Yes, we have more fallout from the Chicago Sky Connecticut Sun game. In fact, first we have a play that I didn't even catch with Chennedy Carter again and a foul against Dijon the Mustard Carrington. This is crazy. Now, they reviewed it, they called it a regular foul, because otherwise even a flagrant one would have gotten her tossed. So this is later in the game. This is the third quarter. This is after, long after actually, the hit on Marina Mabrey. So let's check this out. It's going to happen right around the foul line extended is where you're going to see this. And they're battling there, and boom, up there goes Dijonai. I'm gonna shorten this let's play because we'll get to a couple other angles, and I don't want to search for them and have you watch me go back and forth. So I'm just gonna let this play smaller so we can see, and you can tell right away Chennedy Carter is very, very worried. I will say at least she has a little bit of awareness here to think, uh-oh, I could be in trouble because of past behavior. And that's what I think. I mean, for me, I've watched this a lot, really trying to see exactly what happened with this play. And you'll see it here from another angle. And we get blocked a little bit, to be fair. Right here, right there, we get blocked. Now it looks like a bit of a left arm shove from Chennedy Carter. Here's another angle, but again, we're going to get blocked a little bit. And there's a left arm block again. You know what? Let me see if I go back a little bit, and I will enlarge this one just for a few seconds so YouTube doesn't say, no, you can't. Here we come. They're battling left forearm. And as you see, again, because of the other player, it is a little difficult to see. And here's my take. To be fair, from what I saw and the way Dijon was battling as well, is under normal circumstances, I'm going to say I actually agree with the officials. I think it's a hard foul. I think there's a little extra to it, but I don't think it elevates. Now, that, of course, is isolating that particular play. So I will also have to say Chennedy Carter already should have been out of this game. Like, Chennedy Carter is getting a lot of extra chances, and I think that just makes things worse for Chennedy Carter and for the league going forward. Caitlin Clark incident, right? Dead ball, walks up from behind, blindsides her, knocks her to the ground, and gets nothing. And the referee is right there, clear flagrant. She gets a personal foul during the game. Now, because of the backlash, as we all know, after the fact, the WNBA made it a flagrant one, which doesn't do anything for the game, right? Doesn't do anything for the game, which when you get a flagrant one, it could change how you play defense, not to mention we also would have gotten the free throw. So after the fact that the hit on Mabrey, which I think could have been a flagrant two and gotten her tossed, was called a flagrant one, and then you have this later in the same game, I absolutely would not have a problem with it being another flagrant one and Chennedy Carter gets tossed. Because again, pattern of behavior, that is the problem. That is the issue with me. If this is a player who hadn't had these past issues and I'm just looking at this play, I have no problem with that just being a foul. Call it a regular old personal foul. It's a hard foul. Maybe there's a little extra with the shove, but she didn't throw a forearm. She didn't throw an elbow. The two of them are battling for position, and a lot of times when you do that and you've got that forearm up, either to protect yourself, to give yourself leverage, to push back against the player pushing on you, I have no problem with this being a regular foul in isolation. The fact that it's Chennedy Carter, probably to send a message to stop this behavior going forward, it should have been a flagrant one. She should have been tossed. Because the reason we're still getting this is because Chennedy Carter seems to escape punishment when she does these things. That's a problem. Now, to the next issue. See, I could have dragged this out into 2 separate videos, but I'm not going to do that to you for this one. We have got post-game press conference for the Chicago Sky, and this is fascinating, and not because of the answers to any questions. It's because I want you to listen, if I can play it loud enough for you, hopefully. Listen to the background noise and watch Camila Cardoso's facial expressions and how she looks around at things. Why close that? Now, first she will answer a question first, but then
Peter, DJ Harden in Chicago State of Mind. So pregame, I asked Coach Weatherspoon about like, how you deal with adversity, and she said that you guys don't see adversity, you see it as playing basketball. So I just want to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, it's basically what she said. I feel like we don't feel much pressure because this is something we love to do, and that's something we appreciate when we're out there doing. We have fun playing with each other.
Okay, now real quick before we get to the looking around part, I just got to address that. If you didn't quite catch that, she said we have fun playing together. Is there anyone who believes that this Chicago Sky team has fun playing together? Anyone? And look, Chicago Sky fans, do we have any honest fans? Because I've said it, I would be honest and say about Philly, I've seen some teams that don't look like they have fun together. And it's a lot more fun to root for a team when they do. You're always going to root for your own team, and I get that. But really, Chicago Sky fans, does it look to you like your team has fun playing together? Let me know in the comments below.
So it's basically just playing basketball.
Now pay attention to Camilla here and how she starts looking around and listen to the sounds in the background.
Let's go to both of you. What do you feel like you were doing in the first half that made you lose your mind?
Sorry, say that again.
So what do you think you were doing that you weren't executing on that made you feel like
Are you catching this? You hear the banging? Do you hear I can't see who that is. The other player asking to have the question repeated. Camilla's looking around because you can arguing and there's slamming going on in the background coming from the locker room, coming from the Chicago Sky locker room. And Camilla is like, what is that? Where is that? What is going on? What am I hearing? Why am I hearing it out here when we're trying to conduct a press conference? Which, by the way, again, goes back to what I've said before when I've shown things like, the Dijonai Carter press conference, the Chicago Sky, and how Chennedy Carter acted after that game against the Indiana Fever when she assaulted Caitlin Clark, and so many of these instances where it's just completely unprofessional. You have these players up here after a tough loss answering questions, and it can't be done in a professional manner because of what's going on in the locker room.
I think just our defense. We didn't really do what we talked about doing in practice and then shoot around and according to the scouting
I'd much rather be watching Camilla right now.
report. So just locking in on that and continuing to do it consistently has been the issue for us all season. So just defensively.
One more person.
You see her look off too, because it's tough for you to hear unless there's banging, but there's arguing going on.
Yeah. This team, it seems like it's like you guys could
Close the door.
Do you hear that? Let me see if I'll play that right back for you. Listen for Camilla.
For us all season. So just defensively.
One more person. Yeah. This team, it seems like it's like you guys could
Close the door.
You hear that? See, because there was more banging. That was Camilla asking if someone could close the door to the locker room. That is how ridiculously unprofessional this is. Camilla's, both players, Lindsay as well, they're staying composed out here trying to answer press questions after a tough game, and they're completely distracted by what is going on with their team to the point of a player, Camilla, asking someone, please close the door because you're all acting like idiots. And enough is enough. And I'm trying to be up here and act like a professional basketball player and answer questions.
No, it's okay.
Right? And she said, say, no, it's okay, because the reporter is asking, asking about what's going on. And it's crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Free Camila Cardoso. Trade her to the Indiana Fever. Let this woman out of Chicago, please. Plus, she does really cool stuff with her hair in interviews.
Sorry. It seemed like, and especially this for both.
Notice how much time there was before a question? It's like they're all trying to figure out how to block out what's going on.
It seemed like this team, what I've seen in the past, even with the younger players, when you get behind a game like this, they play hard, but they don't check out. It seemed like you guys, in a second,
You hear there's more in the background. You can see these two players' faces, and you can see they're unhappy and they're definitely distracted.
You didn't see the score, you would have thought you guys were up and you were trying to fight, keep them going from taking over the game. If you could just talk about the mentality and the character of this team, especially from a veteran standpoint, and also you can talk to from a rookie standpoint, or just the character of this team, it just seems like there's no quitting this team, regardless. It doesn't matter the situation you're living in. If you can speak to that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we've been trying to build throughout the season. Not quitting ever. I think for us early in the season, we would quit when we were down like late in the game, like fourth quarter.
Hear that? There's even more. I'm going to leave it there. You get the point with this. This is crazy. This is such an unprofessional team with no leadership. And that woman in the middle right there, huge part of the problem. She is okay with what Chennedy Carter does on the court. In fact, she seems to applaud it. If you saw my previous video, which I think hit home with a lot of people because there's a crazy number of comments and likes on that video, where she was laughing and smiling while they're trying to decide that the officials are reviewing it to see if it's a flagrant, and the coach, instead of chewing out Chennedy Carter, is laughing and smiling with her. So this is coming from a complete lack of leadership with this team. I don't understand how Teresa Weatherspoon has not been fired. But I will say this again: free Camilla. Maybe maybe that'll be the first shirt I'll sell. I'll get some merch. I'll get some free Camilla shirts. Got to get her out of Chicago. Such a good ball player. She would flourish in the right situation. She's being held back by Teresa Weatherspoon and Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky with everything that's going on. And she's got to get out of there. She cannot be playing there next season. Please, someone, anyone, get this woman out of Chicago, make a trade for her, put her in a good situation, and let her flourish. I am going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to leave it there. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and I will talk to you later.